When you need to speak, feel free to unmute yourself and speak. I am also going to join my chat here through my phone. Hope everybody else is doing okay. Oh, there is more people. Say yes or no, please. You can hear me? Okay, good. Thank you. I'm just gonna make sure this is fine. Okay, so we have the transverse plane, which dissects your body like upper half and lower half. And then we have your sagittal plane, which slices your body to your left and right. And then we also have something that goes like this, that's called coronal plane, which makes your body, like if you cut yourself like this, half, look at yourself, this is going to be your anterior plane and anterior body, and this is going to be everything behind you is your posterior side, right? So last week we did Surya Namaskar, also called as sun salutations, where there is a series of, it's actually a sequence of 12 postures, and all that we did was pretty much in the sagittal plane, because we were going forward and we were leaning back. But we also had some transversal plane, because when we bend, we did bend halfway. And when we arch back, we did arch back again halfway. So Surya Namaskar is a package where you have all your muscles and you move in all the directions, right? Today, our emphasis is more doing some stand-up poses, and we'll do poses sitting down, and then we'll be doing poses where you do spinal twists, and then we'll also do in your lie-down position too. We'll start with a mantra, and then we will do pranayama, and then your warm-ups. Warm-ups, we make sure we're covering all the 3 anatomical planes, and we're doing a lot of twists, and we're making sure toes to top of your head, all your muscles and your bones and your joints are all warmed up and getting ready to stretch. We should never ever do yogasana with raw muscles or raw joints. We have to warm them up, right? Warm them up so they become flexible and softer and malleable. All right, now. Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunattu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. A great salute to the universe. We will invocate our mantra 3 times. So we're going to inhale normally, and when we exhale, we're going to chant Om. So Om is made up of 3 syllables, A, and M, right? So it's A-U-M. So starting with around your navel, coming up around your thoracic region, everywhere around your forehead. Sometimes you may also feel it around your jaw or your lips. Right? So when I say feeling, you're feeling the vibrations there. It's more prominent when we do the ma sound, because your facial muscles are less subtler and you can easily feel the palpitations. But if you go deeper into the practice, you do feel vibrations around your navel and your heart as well. So I'll try this together. You don't need to match your length or your breath with me, but at your own pace, let's all practice this together. exhale with the mantra. Second time. One more. Settle into your practice for today. Your seated position. Check in with your breath. Bring the attention inwards. Make yourself grounded and calmer. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. So last week we learned a few hand gestures. We learned Chin Mudra, where you're joining the tip of your index finger with your thumb. And this brings peace to your mind, body, and soul, right? And then you have something called, this is Mudra of Consciousness, Chin Mudra, Chin as in chin. And then we have Jnana Mudra. Let me put that in the chat here. And it's mudra, it's not mudra, but it's just mudra, a very short syllable of mudra. Okay, so the jnana mudra is where you're pressing your index finger with your thumb. All right, this is the gesture of knowledge. It brings, so the chin mudra was the gesture of consciousness, which brought peace to your mind. Jnana mudra is the gesture of knowledge, which brings clarity of thought and clarity for your mind. So you can choose to use any of these mudras, or you can also keep your fingers straight and intact when we stretch your arms out or laterally or transversely. Okay, so that's totally up to you. Now I'm going to teach you something called Vishnu Mudra, and there are several other mudras, but I'll teach you a very simple mudra where you need to curl your middle finger and your index in, thumb sticking out, and your ring finger and your pinky sticking out too. Okay, so you use this mudra, also called as Vayu Mudra sometimes. So we're going to use your thumb and your ring finger to switch between your nostrils. All right, so we close one nostril and we breathe in through the other one, we close, flip. Okay, so we use this. So let's start doing this pranayama. Name is called Anulom Vilom. I just put it in the chat for you. If you feel free to take notes if you need to. All right, so now we're going to continue with what Anulom Vilom Pranayama is, right? Again, this is conditioning your breath in a certain way. And here with this pranayama, you're going to cleanse your nostril passages one way or the other. So when you do your Vishnu Mudra one more time, and always start with your left side. Any pranayama, especially when you're doing single nostril breathing, always start with your left and then come to your right side. So your body has, they have subtle millions of channels around you, right? But there are three huge, two, somebody is here, we admit them, energy paths, and they actually, so imagine two beautiful energy paths crossing each other and going down. So the left side of your body signifies the feminine energy. This is called Ida Nadi. Ida, I-D-A. The right side of the body is more masculine in nature, and I'm going to show it to you. You can feel it for yourself what the difference is. The Ida Nadi, and then the right side is called Pingala Nadi. Okay, and then also in the center, you have a very subtle energy path that goes up and down. That's called your Sushumna Nadi. Sahasrara, sorry. Oh, I am putting it in the chat if my voice was broken. So I said the left side is Ida, I-D-A, and the right side is, okay, Monica G is putting it in the chat already. The chat is probably coming from Pradeepa too. You may see two of them. I have on two devices where it's easy for me to chat on my phone. So you're right and left, right? Now these paths, energy paths, they keep on intersecting, and they intersect about 7 times. So last week we talked about your lowest chakra, Muladhara, and then your Sahasrara, your Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata. So that's your coccyx chakra, your rectum, and then coming up, it's your sacral chakra, and then you have your solar plexus, and then you have your heart chakra, you have your throat chakra, your third eye, forehead chakra, and then the final chakra, your crown chakra, right? Now, we're going to do this, any pranayama we do, these energy centers are actually cleansed, okay? So, and every asana we do has a focus on a certain energy center. And today, when we do our Surya Namaskar, I like to continue what we did last time. I'm going to also emphasize at each posture which center, energy center, you have to bring your attention to, okay? Now, moving on to the pranayama portion of it. We are going to use your Vishnu Mudra, always with your right hand. And I'm now going to show you what is the difference between the left side and the right side. Yes, left side is the feminine energy and right side is the masculine energy. So feminine energy is comparable to the moon energy, which is really cool and calming. And the right side of your body is mostly governed by the sun, which is hot and heating. Okay, so we're going to try it now. And we can see how you can, with just closing one of these nostrils and doing a single nostril breathing, you can control the inside temperature of your body, right? So one more time, your Vishnu Mudra, where you fold your index and your middle finger. And we always start by breathing the cooler nadi, right? Close your right nostril. Press your thumb gently into the nostril tip, so the side of the nose, so the nostril is closed. So breathe through your left side. Close both the nostrils. Let the air come out through your right. Now breathe in through your right. Close both the nostrils. Exhale through your left. So that was one cycle, left to right, and light right to left. So that is a simple Anulom Vilom practice. You can do this any time of the day. There are a lot of pranayamas which you are supposed to do only on an empty stomach, but Anulom Vilom can be done throughout the day. Okay? Now I'm going to prove how the coolant and heating energy does work. So we're starting with the left side. So we will close your right nostril one more time. And we're only going to inhale and exhale through your left. Only left. You're not going to let go of your right. Keep closing your nostril on the right side. And very soft and gentle breath from your left side. In and out, in and out. I'd like you to do 3 cycles of your breath. Okay? Exhale at your own pace. Inhale soft. Exhale. Keep your lips closed. I'm talking, but keep your lips closed. Just focus on breathing through your nostrils. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I feel that my body got cooled down immediately. Now we're going to switch to closing your left nostril and breathing through your right. Only your right, okay? Exhale through right. I can immediately feel even my exhalation is warmer on the right. If you didn't notice, practice some more time and you'll definitely notice the right side is warmer and then it's heating side and then the left is cooler and right is warmer, right? Now we're going to, I'm also going to teach you, there are 2 ways to breathe, right? One is deep breath, which you don't necessarily do it all the times, but only when you're warmed up, or you can always start with a subtle breath. And if you want to go, so if you have your elbow down, your breath is more shallow, you can try this. And so let's do 1 cycle, left to right and right to left with the elbow down. And then we're going to try this with the elbow up. Okay, so you elevate your elbow up and breathe, where you can feel that you can breathe in deeper into your belly and exhale through your belly, right? Make sure you're sitting straight. Last week I taught you how to sit down. So you are going to sit down straight with your back straight, not arched or not rounded. All right, so just sit up straight, shoulders, ears, and hips in one line. Admitting somebody. Why do we start with the left side? No, it's the same thing for both men and women. We always need to start with the cooling side of the body. And then we bring it down to the warmer side, okay? Where am I? We're going to do the shallow breath with the elbow down and we push it up to the deeper breath, all right? So sit up straight, you can sit simple cross-legged, however you're comfortable, or you can also do this sitting on a chair if you cannot sit down, this cross, all right. Elbow down. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. So that was 1 round. If you elevate your elbow up, you're going to see your breath goes longer and deeper, and you can hold it for much longer, and you can actually breathe with much ease. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Okay? So before any practice of asana, it's always good to cleanse both passage of your nostrils. And we even sometimes do 10 rounds each side, and then that clears your nasal passages, any blockage, especially because yoga classes are early in the morning and you get up with all this kapha blockage and you have all this mucousy eye boogers and you have a lot of kapha on your body, on your face, right? So you get it out by doing this breath work and you cleanse your nostril passages. So that was your Anulom Vilom. Now there is a similar, there is one more pranayama, often used interchangeably. How many cycles are appropriate? You can do 12 cycles. Okay. I'm going to put that name. So this is called Nadi Shodhana. So keep it simple. I like to call this alternate nostril breathing, unless you're really interested to know the Sanskrit words. Just alternate nostril breathing, right? So what is the difference between Nadi Shodhana and Anulom Vilom? Most of the times in Western yoga classes, they do use this interchangeably, but they are separate. How? Anulom Vilom is just where you're breathing through your left and exhaling through your right. But with Nadi Shodhana, you have something called retention of the breath. So you retain your breath. So retention of the breath is called Kumbhaka in Sanskrit, but you just remember it as retention, okay? So for retaining your breath, you need to, remember we talked about this passage, the Sushumna Nadi, right? We need to lock it in a certain way, okay? So for that lock, we call the lock as Bandha. Bandha is lock, all right? So now there are 3 bandhas in your body, okay? But for today's class, I'm only going to teach you one bandha, and we're going to practice this breath. So there are 2 types of retention. There is an internal retention. There is an external retention. There is internal retention is called Antara Kumbhaka, and external retention is called Bahya Kumbhaka. So what does the internal retention mean? So when you're breathing in, so your inhalation cycle goes, you inhale, and then you retain your breath, hold your breath there, and you exhale. So that was between an inhalation and exhalation. So that's why it's called your internal retention. Okay? And then if you are breathing in, breathing out, and then you hold your breath. So you retain your breath between the exhalation and the beginning of next inhalation. That is called external kumbhaka. You can also do any pranayama with an internal kumbhaka and external kumbhaka as well. Or you can keep them separate. You can also just practice with internal retention or just with external retention, or you can also combine both of them. And sometimes when you're breathing, if you're breathing with a lot of conscious effort, especially when you're meditating, your breath becomes longer with the inhalation and exhalation. And sometimes without your effort, you feel a pause. You don't feel a need to inhale immediately. So that is called Kevala Kumbhaka. So at that time, it's actually told that your para ojas, your sattva, rajas, and tamas, and your ojas, your rajas, and all your 3 prana, tejas, and ojas, they all combine and become union, right? So that's going to be your eternal blissful state, and that can only happen after you practice a long state of meditation. But for today, we will learn how to do manual retention, how to forcefully apply a lock through your throat channel. So you're just going to, with your chin, try to reach your sternum. So you're just going to stick your, I can show you, massage. Just pull your chin, bring it down towards your sternum. That's it. That's how you lock your throat chakra. Okay. So that is called your Jalandhar Bandha. I can talk about half hour the other bandhas, but just to quickly brief, because I already started talking, the other 2 bandhas are Uddiyana Bandh. So you're constricting your core muscles, your abdominal muscles. Okay? So you're really not sucking the belly in, like in the West, they say suck your belly in, but you're really contracting your abdominal muscles towards your umbilicus. You're contracting the muscles in. Okay? So that is your Uddiyana Bandha. And then around your perineum, if you do the Kegel exercise where you lift, you squeeze, you contract your pelvic muscles and you lift your pelvic floor up, that is called Mula Bandha. Okay? So you can practice these. Let me give you the sequence very quickly. So throat, abdomen, and pelvis. For your internal retention, that's the sequence. And when you're releasing it, start with releasing your pelvis, release your abdomen, release your throat. But for today's class, for the practical class, we're only doing your Jalandhara Bandh, which is your throat lock. Jalandhar. We'll do both internal and external here, okay? So we do your mudra one more time. Vishnu mudra, curling your index and your middle. Start closing your right nostril. Inhale through your left. Close both the nostrils. And then try bringing your chin towards your sternum. Hold your breath there. Release the lock. Open your thumb out. Exhale through your right. That was half cycle. Second half, inhale through your right. Close both the nostrils. Bring your chin towards your sternum. Hold your breath there. Release your neck lock. Gently lift your chin up. Let go of your ring finger. Exhale through your left side. Okay, so that was one complete cycle. So let's do about 3 rounds of this. Any questions? Does that make sense? And that's how you do your whole 3 cycle too, 3 locks too. So you do inhale, lock, lock, lock your perineum, release, 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 exhale. But for now, we'll just do the throat lock. So inhale, throat lock, exhale. Inhale through right. I may be mirroring you guys, sorry. Inhale through your left, throat lock, exhale through your right. Inhale right, throat lock, exhale through left. Okay, so we'll do that with 3 rounds, and we'll also do the external lock after this. Mudra, everybody. Inhale through your left side. Close both the nostrils, chin lock. Release the chin lock. Let go of your thumb. Exhale through your right side. Inhale through the right. Close both the nostrils, chin lock. Release the lock. Let go of your ring finger. Exhale through your left side. Inhale right. Close the nostrils, chin lock. Release the lock. Exhale through your right. Repeat, inhale right. Close, chin lock. Release the lock. Exhale through your left side. Last round. Inhale through your left side. Chin lock. Release your neck lock. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close both the nostrils. Chin lock. Release. Exhale through the left side. So that was 3 rounds. Okay. So this is how I hope you're going to practice with the external lock as well, where you're going to inhale, exhale, then do the chin lock with your complete. There is nothing within you. You're retaining on an empty belly at this time. With the internal lock, you're holding in the air. With the external lock, you're holding with an empty, your lungs are empty and your belly is empty too, because you exhale out all the air. And after that lock, you're going to inhale a fresh breath of inhalation. All right, now we'll start our warm-up, starting from your toes all the way through to your forehead. Now we're going to do this sitting down. Sit down and do your warm-up today. At least for a few rounds. So stretch your legs out. Also make sure you're sitting straight when you're stretching, when you have your legs out. No arching your back. Everything tucked in. Feel free to remove any excessive flesh. That is, make sure you're not sitting on your tailbone, but just sitting straight on your hips. Ears, shoulders, and hips in one line. Okay? Now, place your palms next to your hips and spin your ankles 6 times clockwise. Make sure your knees are not moving too much. And then counterclockwise 6 times. Now, inhale, curl your toes towards you. Flex your feet. Exhale, extend them out. Keep your hands next to you. Sit straight. Inhale, toes towards you. Exhale, straighten them out. Inhale, plantar flexion. Exhale, stretch them, elongate them. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hold it there. Keep pointing your toes straight and release and relax. Now bend your knee. Try to bring your foot next to your arm. So starting with your right, bring your right foot next to your left knee. Sit up straight. This is where, if you have a strap, please use it. So all you're doing is to take your strap, place it over the sole of your foot, elbows sticking out, shoulders always open, nice and wide. Never hunch, never cringe your shoulders, always open them up. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, we lift your leg up. Make sure you are keeping your knees as straight as you can. Anybody with a sore knee, feel free to bend it. But the goal is to feel the flexion, okay? So inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, we try to straighten your knee out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten it out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten it out. If anybody who doesn't have a belt, you can just grab your foot, interlace your fingers, and make it like a little swing or pad for your foot, a pedal for your foot. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale, straighten it out. Inhale, sit, bend. Exhale, straighten it out. Now from here, for those of you not using the strap, place the palm inside your foot and grab it. For everybody else, grab both sides of the strap with your right hand only, like so. Okay? So the other hand is placed on the floor now, and you try to move your foot to the right as much as you can. If you only can go till here, that's okay too, but the goal is to sit straight. Don't lean back. Sit straight. Push it to the right. Feel the stretch. Exhale, release. Come back, switch sides. Now we're going to bend your left side. Inhale. Sit up straight. Exhale, extend your leg up. Inhale, sit straight. Just make sure you're not, see some of you are falling back. Don't do this. Sit straight, inhale. Exhale, just move your leg. No need to do this. If this is the only place you can go, this is fine, but this is wrong. Okay? Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten it out. Make sure your elbows are sticking out. And now, inhale again, bend one more time. Exhale, straighten it out. Grab both sides of the strap with your left hand. Place your right hand next to your right hip. Open it to the right side and look to your right. Look at your right toes. Exhale, bend, and release. Good job. Now, we're going to stand up from here, and actually, we'll do one more warm-up sitting down. I'm sorry. We'll do something called Baddha Kona Asana. This is also called as butterfly pose. Soumya, I'm just reading your message. Yes. Holding only happens after the inhalation. In the previous round we did, that's correct. But you can also do it after exhalation too, like I mentioned, right? That'll be your homework for you to practice at home. So we're doing something called Baddha Kona Asana. You don't need to know this, but if you're interested, but it's called a butterfly pose, where you bring the soles of your feet. You may have done this last class because it's one of the important postures for most practices, and anybody, especially for female health, if you're suffering from menstrual cramps or any kind of abdominal pain, especially during menstruation, this hip opening exercise works wonders. Okay, so grab your toes here and start shaking them up and down like you're swinging, like you're fluttering your beautiful butterfly wings. Release. Grab the root of your thigh with your palm and then massage them like you're kneading a dough, a pizza dough or a chapati dough. This is also good for tight hips, that's correct. If you can only do this, you can bring your soles farther from you, and this is still opening. This is still working good, okay? So wherever you can, if you're doing this, awesome. If you're doing this, awesome. If you're doing this, great. And keep massaging. Massage that. Knead it hard. This definitely warms up your muscles. Now use both your hands to lift up any flesh remaining under your glutes, and you're really twisting your thigh inwards. Do the same thing on your right side here. Now feel free to, with your palms, gently push them gently down, very gently. Feel the opening, very gently. No need to stretch them out on day one, but do this. And now relax. Keep breathing, make sure your back is straight. That's the goal, no arching, no hunching. Keep breathing. And release. Give your hips and your thighs a nice, lovely hug. And now we stand up. I'm gonna place my harder so you can see me. Pull my head out. All right, we're gonna do your warm-up standing up. Now we're going to, we did your ankles, we did your feet, we did your knees, soft, we did your hips, but we're going to massage your, we did your knees, right? We sit down and we bent it. We did our hips too, but we're going to rotate our hips to remove any stress there. And then we're going to do some spinal twists, okay? So first, separate your feet about, it can be a hip distance apart, or you can also use your mat width. Either way is fine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, place your arms over your glutes and spin your hips around, just your hips, not your torso, just your hips around the transverse plane that we just talked about. Right? Keep going. Transverse plane, and also you're also covering your sagittal plane too, because you're coming forward too. So clockwise, so forward, right, back, and left. Come back, and let's go the opposite direction. So now, counterclockwise, move them the other way around, wider and round. Good. And release. All right. Now we're going to do sideway twists to your body. So, in fact, I like to start with some squats, and then we do the sideway twists. So, still feet about your mat distance apart. Okay. So for the squat, we just do the regular squat in Western exercise, that's the Western fitness. But in a yogic world, we like to always add pranayama to it. So we're going to do something called bellow breath, where you inhale with deep into your lungs and exhale like you're blowing through a bellow. So you just do inhale and exhale with a lot of force and emphasis. Inhale gently, exhale. Anybody who has either vertigo or feels lightheaded or is anemic or hypertension or is pregnant or is going through their female menstrual cycle, do not do the pranayama work, but you can still do the squats. Okay? So for anybody not doing the pranayama, all you're doing is lift up your arms and then you release down. Okay? For people who can do pranayama, inhale, hands up. Exhale with the force, you bend, squat down, if you show to one side. Make a fist and you pull it down. Inhale up. 7 rounds, so we have 5 more at your own pace. Now we're going to keep your arms out. You can make a mudra if you want, the chin mudra. I told you where you bring the tip of your index and your thumb together. Stretch your arms out wide. Now measure. In fact, at this time, I'd like you to either move your mat laterally. Yeah, because it's too much to face the camera. So please move your mat sideways. And remember, these are all warm-up sessions, but the warm-up is the longest part of a yoga practice because you want to get your muscles warmed up very well. Okay, now stretch your arms out and bend your wrists. So bend your wrists and point your fingers down. And now you want to measure whether your ankles are ideally under your fingers or not. If they're not, you can scooch out or you can scooch forward. This is for healthy people with healthy legs and knees. If you have a knee injury, don't stress it too much. Take it easy and you can bring them a little closer and try doing something restorative like soft twists. Okay? So for rest of us, once you measure, please bring, if you have the bricks next to your feet, again, make sure you have that separation. Now make sure your hips are not sticking out, you're not leaning forward, you are straight, so your energy is, your ground level is right under your coccyx, and then your sacrum, and then your spine is completely straight all the way to the cervix, and then your ear, shoulders, hips in one line. Arms out. Inhale up here. Exhale. We are going to twist your body to the side. Try reaching the brick. You can also place them vertically to add more elevation. Right? And then bring your arm up. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And release. Now bring your right foot back and your left foot. Feet about your hip distance apart. Still standing up, coming closer to the screen, that's why I'm kneeling down. Now we're going to warm up your neck muscles and your shoulder muscles. For your shoulder muscles, place your fingers or your palm over your shoulders. Inhale, push your elbows forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Last round. Inhale with forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Switching directions. Bring them other way around. Inhale, push them back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, back and up. Forward and down. Inhale, push them back. Exhale, bring them down. And now, keeping your right palm over your right shoulder, bring your left palm over your right ear, and very gently, this can be relaxing for some of us, and it can be painful for some of us who will contribute a lot of time on the computer or handheld device. Feel the stretch. So what I'm doing is I'm gently pulling them apart with my fingers. Just pulling them apart, feeling gentle, like about 1/4 inch pull, very gently, and switch sides. So this time my left palm rests on my left shoulder, my right palm comes over my ear, and I'm going to gently pull them apart. And release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, and grab your hands from behind. Back straight, body straight. Going to spin your neck around, loosening any tightness around. You go clockwise about 6 times. And then counterclock about 6 times. Speed is not the key. Feeling the stretch and opening the tightness is the key. Once you're done with the 6 rounds, you can go around. If you forget your key, your count, it's totally okay. Go the other direction now. When you're done 6 times, you're going to come to the top of your mat to do Surya Namaskar. This time, you can keep your mat lengthwise if you need to. But we will do the sun salutation, the same sequence. We're going to add a little bit of aesthetics, some variation to it, but mostly remains the same. Next class, we will learn moon salutation. Today, we'll learn sun salutation. We're repeating the sun salutation. Inhale, arms up, prayer pose. Bring them in front of your chest to prayer pose. Exhale here. Inhale, arms up one more time. Arch your back. Exhale, reach forward. Try to bring your palms down. Feel free to use the bricks. Place your bricks next to your feet. So place your palms over the bricks. Can you keep them? Exhale completely here. Inhale. Swing your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Coming to, it's almost like a lunge with your leg extended behind you. Gently drop your knee to the floor. This is called Asva Sanchalasana. Make sure you're not dropping your entire body on your thigh. You elevate your body up, line up with your back, gaze ahead, leg 90 degrees bent. Inhale, curl the toes behind you, swing your left leg back and come to a plank. High plank. Squeeze your abdominal muscles, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, Ashtanga Pranayama, where you are bending your knee down, sticking your hips up, try to bring your chest and chin down. Inhale, drop your ankles, drop your hips, and push your torso up. Baby cobra, or you can do full cobra, bhujangasana. Keep your feet together. Hatha yoga, we try to keep your knees and feet together. If you have tight hips, your feet to stretch them gently apart, not too wide apart. Exhale, come to mountain pose. Feet together, knees together. Gaze ahead. Inhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Exhale, bring your left leg to join your right between your hands. Inhale, both arms up and arch back. Exhale, gently bring them down. Take your own time. I'm going fast, sorry. We'll try to slow down for the left side now. Inhale, swing your left foot all the way back. Bend your right knee, keep it 90 degrees. Gently drop your left knee on the floor. Do not put any weight on the knee. The stretch should be around the hip joint, and the weight should be equally balanced between the sole of your right foot and the top of your left foot. Inhale, come to a plank, Dhanurasana. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, if you can, or your chin on the floor. Stick your hips out, up. Inhale, gently drop your ankles, your hips on the floor. Push up your torso. No pressure on the lower back. Absolutely no pressure. The pressure should be on your pelvis or your glutes. Exhale. Try to do a mountain pose, Parvatasana. Feet together. Do not gaze down, gaze ahead between your fingers, between your thumbs, ideally. Inhale, bring your left foot between your hands. Asvasanchalasana one more time. Exhale, gently bring your right foot to join your left between your hands. Inhale, rise up and arch back. Exhale, palms in front of you, Namaste pose. Inhale, hands up. And gently release them by your side. Now bring your hands in front of you, stretch your arms out. Step one foot back. Bend your knees, sit down on your heels. Stretch your arms out. Stretch your arms out. This is called, if you can bring your forehead to the floor, or you can also bring a brick in front of your forehead to place it down. This is called Sashank or moon pose. Now bring your palms flipped over, so palms facing up next to your feet. This is called child's pose, Balasana. Inhale, gently rise up. Lie down on your back. Keep your strap next to you. I'm going to try something called Suptangushtasana. Let's start doing Apanasana, and then we'll do Suptangushtasana. Actually, first lie down on your back. Inhale, lift up your right leg up in the air. Now, if you have your strap handy, place the strap over the sole of the foot. Oopsie. Elbows out, shoulders down. Inhale. Keep the legs straight. Keep breathing here. Feel the opening of your leg. If you have tight hips, you can place a brick under your other leg. And you can also just be here. That's totally fine. But the goal is to keep your back lying down on the floor and your knees straight, preferably. Unless you have a sore knee or a knee injury, then you can bend it, but otherwise try to extend it out. Exhale. Gently bring the foot down. Let go of the strap and bring the foot down. Place your palms next to you. Bring it very slowly down, fighting against the gravity, working on your lower abdomen core muscles. Now place the strap on your left foot. Inhale, lift it up. And breathe here. Rounds of inhalation and exhalation at your own pace. Keep breathing. Now try to bring both sides of the sides of the strap into your left hand. Stretch your right hand out on the floor and very gently try to drop your left foot to the left side. Very gently. This is where you may need a brick under your left side. Inhale, gently bring it back up. Let go of your strap. Palms placed next to you. Gently drop your leg down. Very slow. Have popping joints. You're going to try the same thing on the right side. Place the strap again on your right foot. Inhale out. Grab both sides of the strap. If you don't have a strap, feel free to grab the big toe or the inside of your foot. Okay? And then you may need to bend your leg. Now, before we move, if you have your block handy, try bringing it to your right side. Either vertical, horizontal, or flat on the floor. So these are really versatile. You can adjust the height depending on who you're working with or which side of the body. And grab both sides of the foot strap with your right hand and slowly stretch your left hand out, slowly drop the foot to the right side. And now look at me. I don't know if you can see me, my left hip is away from the floor, which is bad. So I have to push my left hip down with my left hand. I do have flat hips. Inhale out, release. Place your palms next to you. Focusing on the core, very slow, bring your right foot down to join your left on the floor. Good. Now we'll do something called Apana Asana. You know your Apana Vayu, right? Which is the lowest Vayu, which cleanses your bowels and eliminates your gas. So this is really what it means. This is Apana Asana, which stimulates your Apana Vayu. So anybody ever get constipated, Apana Asana is the asana to do. Bend your knees. Lift your knees up and try to bring them as close as possible towards your chest. Feel free to use the strap if needed on the soles of your foot. Sorry, I get clumsy with this long strap. It gets tangled sometimes. Feel free to use the strap and try bringing the knees closer to your chest. If you can reach your feet, grab them with your palms. If you want it more challenging, you can cross your hands and grab the sides of your feet. If you can, for anybody who feels this challenging, just stay here. You may also rock sideways gently, massaging the latissimus dorsi, the sides of your back. It's very relaxing massaging. And for anybody who can go further deeper, can lift your neck up away from the floor and try bringing your chin or your nose towards your knees. So you're really like curling up into a ball. Release. Place your palms on the floor. Inhale, push up your feet to the ceiling. With exhalation, very, very slow and space. Try to bring them down, bring your focus to your lower abdomen. The closer it is to the floor, the harder it is to stop them from dropping. and release. Bend your knees, drop them to the right side, twist your body to the right side, with your palms push up to a seated pose. Then do some sitting twists. So when we did the Apana Asana, our focus was mostly on your lower back, which was your Swadhisthana chakra. And when we did Supta Angushasana, which was this, our focus was mostly on the Muladhara chakra because we were focusing on the pelvic split right there, right? And what else did we do? We did the opening. This is the Supta Parikrama Asana. When we did this, our focus was on the Manipura chakra too, because there was some twist that was happening. But the three, there are actually 4 chakras we focus on. Your Ajna chakra, which is the third eye, because you're keeping yourself balanced and look ahead. And then your Swadhisthana chakra, your lower abdomen, and then your Muladhara chakra. You don't need to write these down, but I'm just telling you. I'll remember to tell you where to put your focus next pose. Okay? Please sit down. Now we're going to twist your body to one side. We'll be focusing on your solar plexus, which is your Manipura chakra. So start by bending your right knee, keeping your back straight. With your right hand, keep pushing, massaging your right knee inwards. Opens up any tightness, relieves any tightness here. Inhale both arms up, back still straight. Twist your body to the right side. Drop your right hand behind you. Bend your left elbow. Try to bring your knee to the center. Twist your body to the right side. So here, focus on your solar plexus, your abdominal twist. Also a spinal twist really. But your Manipura chakra is what is activated this time. So there's this, envision this yellow energy or a yellow flower with 6 petals around your belly button. Each of these chakras have a Bija mantra to chant. Inhale, arms up, and every pose we do needs a counter twist. So twist your body to the left side, placing the left hand behind you, and twist your body to the left side. Make sure your toes are not sleeping on your left foot. They are still pointing up. If they're sleeping and going for a walk or run, dropping to the side, wake them up and make them point straight. Inhale, come back to center, release. Switch your legs. Bend your left knee now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left side. Place your left hand behind you. Right elbow over your left knee. Twist to the left side. Feel the twist here. Breathe to the twist. There is actually a saying that you hold all your emotions on the spine, so immediately whenever you're stressed, you feel the pain in your back. And imagine you have like a pen with a cap you're squeezing the lid, tightening the lid. When you do that, or even if you have a dirty rag that you wash to squeeze the dirt out, that's exactly what you're doing with the spine. You're twisting it up, letting go of all the emotions. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, let go of your hands, stretch your leg out, and release. Try to stand up. We will do the same Dhruvasana. I wanted to teach you Trivikramasana last class, but we did that lying down today. We'll just do the Dhruvasana standing up, which is again the tree pose. So we're going to focus on your Ajna Chakra. Maybe I can teach you you guys are doing awesome, so I'd like to teach you the dancer's pose, which is Natarajasana. So grab the strap if you have it next to you, please. And I have my mat this way, that's what I can stand like this. So start by bringing your right foot forward. Bringing your right foot forward. Now bring your body's weight on your right foot completely. Bend your left foot behind you. Grab your left foot with your left hand and press it into the left glutes. If you can, bring the knees straight ahead and grab it in front of you. Exhale, bring it back. And here, there are two ways of going into this pose, right? So one, you grab your toe and stretch it out wide, or you can place the strap and then gently stretch it out as far as you can. So this is all you can go, that's okay. So if you can, stretch your left arm. Did I say left? No, your right arm in front of you, because your left leg is lengthy here. Look ahead, find a fixed point and try to balance. This is your Ajna Chakra that's working. Exhale, release. Bring your right foot back, left foot back, and give it a nice shape. Now bring your left foot ahead. Bring all the way towards it. Grab your hips. Bend your right leg. Push your right heel into your right glutes. Bring your knee forward. Hug it. Bend your leg back. Try to use the strap here, a drop line, but with the strap, try to stretch it out. Let go of your left hand and extend it out. Look ahead, find a point to balance. You may just do this, that's totally fine, but the goal is to stay balanced. Okay? Focus on your Ajna Chakra. Imagine there are two flowered purple petals glowing up there. Exhale, release. Bring your right leg, left leg, and give it a push. Sit down in however comfortable pose you like to. Keep your eyes gently closed. Bring your attention to your body. Imagine that your body is completely cleansed with this practice. Is energized with some beautiful white light. This beautiful white and turquoise colors move traveling into your body, from your legs, traveling up into your knees, into thighs, stay around your glutes. Now it's traveling smoothly up through your abdomen, through your chest, shooting out into your limbs, your arms, the fingers. Feel the vibration when it travels. Comes back through your neck, surrounding your skull, and emanates or radiates out through your crown chakra, giving out all the positivity within you to the universe. In gratitude, the universe is sending you a thin ray of a golden stripe of light. Absorb it. Fill your heart with this golden light. Your heart is now filled with shining bright and golden light. Enjoy a couple minutes of silence. Enjoy the stillness in your body. Purnam idam Purnat Purnamdashyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Evavasishyate. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Because I was not able to play music, I didn't let you do Shavasana, but feel free to continue to do a Shavasana after we wrap up this call. It's always important to cool down as much as you warmed up and practice. Any questions?